I need to go on and just mention this. I've mentioned it briefly in a couple videos, but I've kind of held my tongue a little bit. And it's just getting to the point where I just need to go on and say what I'm going to say and let that be that. All right, so let's get into this. So I titled this video, this live or whatever, I titled it Ancient Hebrews Stand Up. Okay? And I literally mean that. Stand up. There's been a lot of, as they want to call it, controversy around Kanye West, which again, I mentioned he's a puppet in this whole thing. But Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, and again, another puppet in this whole shenanigan of a charade. But again, I digress. When it comes to the ancient Hebrew, one has to comprehend something. When it speaks in Deuteronomy 28, it's speaking of the ancient Hebrews here, the American Indian, the copper-colored American Indian, who were of the genetic bloodline of, as they call it, Ivri, known as Hebrew. Okay? Hebrew is not a religion. It is a bloodline. Understand this. A bloodline and a religion are two totally different things. Okay? The ancient Hebrew, which is us, we are the ancient Hebrew. Understand this. Comprehend this. If you can't, now's the time to get it. All right? Those Ashkenazis that they consider themselves Jewish. Well, ish means kinda, sorta. Not really, but kinda, sorta is, like ish, is what that means. Okay? Biblical prophecy says that the children of Israel would go into bondage on their own land. Okay? Now, these Ashkenazis, who are not Shem, okay? They're not Shem. Their own rabbis tell them they are converts, that they are not genetically connected to the ancient Hebrews. Their own teachers tell them this, okay? They were given that land in the so-called Middle East, North Africa, on May 14th, 1948. Now, this I could care less because y'all know on my channel I do not bite my tongue. When it comes to the so-called Holocaust done by so-called Adolf Hitler, mind you, that was the very first international crisis staging ever committed. Okay? They showcase them being in internment camps, being branded, just almost skeleton-like. I gotta give them credit. It looked really real, didn't it? But they were paid. Did you know that? You probably didn't think about it, but think about it. All of these so-called Holocaust Jews, they got paid handsomely. Every last one of the crisis actors, or I'm sorry, those that were in the internment camps, but they were crisis actors. They got paid anywhere between, depending on the role that they played, $100,000, $500,000, maybe even $1 million. Now, mind you, this is in 1945. So, $100,000 to the greatest play ever shown on the international screen. So, those so-called 6 million, it wasn't 6 million. It wasn't even a couple thousand, really. But they got paid for it. Paid for by proud supporters. Don't they say that nowadays? Okay, good. You understand this. May 14th, 1948, these Ashkenazis, who are not Shem, they pretend to be Shem, but they are not, were put into a land, mind you, not their own land, okay? Biblical prophecy says put down in bondage on own land, not someone else's land. So that land is not theirs. They are not the indigenous of that land now known as Israel. They're not the indigenous of that land. They were given that land. They paid for that land. It was paid for, literally. And they're given billions of dollars a year. They're paid, understand this, my Niji. They are paid to pretend to be you. Doesn't that sound familiar? Native Americans? Oh, that's right. Aren't they paid to be you? They're paid to be the Indian. Well, those Ashkenazis in Israel, those Israelis, they're paid to be you as the children of Israel. Billions of dollars a year. Come on. Wake up. Stand up, Israel. They claim they're in bondage, right? But yet, in this wicked world, don't the Ashkenazis own everything? Wicked. They own the entertainment industry. Wicked. That's the movie, the music, all of it. The news outlets, all Ashkenazi owned. They own all of it. So how are they in bondage? Make it make sense. They are not you. They want to be you. The whole world wants to be you. Psalms 83. They have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden ones. You are the hidden ones. Those Ashkenazis are not Hebrew. Hebrew is not a religion. It is a bloodline. A heavenly bloodline of the original people. You are the descendants of the ancient Hebrew. There are no J's in Paleo Hebrew. Comprehend this, Israel. You are the Hebrew. You hold all of the power. They just hide it from you so that you never wake up. Wake up, Israel. Those Ashkenazis are not you. And also, think about it. Ashkenazi. Isn't Nazi in the name? Make it make sense. The swastika means harmony and peace. It is an ancient Hebrew symbol. It was always showcased in the early 1900s. Postcards, stamps, everything had the swastika in America. It means harmony and peace. It's a Hebrew symbol. Those Jews claim it means it's something evil to them because they don't know that the swastika is a Hebrew symbol. Make it make sense. If they don't know that a swastika